And greetings, everyone, and welcome for wherever you are logging in from the world. My name is Kathleen Zemansky. I'm a business Feng Shui master, business astrologer, and the creator of the personalized TimeBlazr business management system. So I want to let you know that we are looking at a week at a time to help you plan out your important business activities. And so that's the purpose of this particular series that I'm doing. We broadcast every Tuesday. So we're going to share some links with you throughout the training today for you to get access to 30 days of the TimeBlazr for absolutely no charge. No credit card is required at the time of this recording. And here's the thing, I want you to do this now. Everything that I do, and pretty much in classical Feng Shui, which is the root of this timing system, is time sensitive. So you don't want to wait for tomorrow. You don't want to wait for, a week from now, because I'm talking about this week. This is action taking right now. And if you are someone who is in the space of launching products, programs, services, and or you got a website that you want to push out to the world for the first time because you're rebranding, or you've got a book, you're an author, and you spend all of this time creating this content and this fabulous expertise that only you have, and then you just wing it and launch it on whatever day because, okay, it's done. Let's just launch it. Well, let's be a little bit more strategic about it, and you will get exponential results. All right, the first thing we're going to be doing, we're going to be talking about October the 7th through the 13th. And so that means we're talking about Wednesday through Tuesday. The reason that I do that is because there are people listening from all different time zones. And if I told you about what was happening today and it's already about midday here, you would miss out on the good things that are happening. So if you want to find out about today, you're going to listen to last week's video. But let's move forward, okay? All right, then the next thing I'm going to want you to do is, if you are new to this channel, if you are new to me, I would love for you to subscribe to this channel, like what you hear, and if you like what you hear, go ahead and leave a comment. And then we also would love for you to share this post. We are a YouTuber just like many other companies out there, but how we are going to grow and get the visibility to stay online is if you share our links. So please do that and share it with people that you know that this can help and serve. That's what we're trying to do here. Okay. All right, so here is truthfully my business model, and it is person, space, and time. So 33% of what is possible for you is actually found in your astrology chart. I'm going to show you that just in just a sec. And then the space is 33%, which is the feng shui of your space. That is that set up properly. And then the timing piece is going to be with the TimeBlazr business management system. So ideally, that's an ideal world at 33, 33, and 33. Well, actually, I think that model is a bit flawed because that means that everything is perfect. Everything is flowing perfectly in your life. Well, business could be up or down, health could be up or down, relationships could be up or down. But truthfully, since we've been sheltering in place since the beginning of February for some of us, and then other parts of the world, you had your own matrix and things that you needed to follow, the protocol that your government has told you to do. So there's various times where you went in lockdown, and that has disrupted industries across the board, entirely disrupted. So let's find the opportunity in this disruption and get back on track. I believe with Chinese metaphysics and the tools that I have to offer is certainly one of the best steps that you can do to add to your marketing and business plan. It is a part of your marketing and business plan, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna actually head on over to the TimeBlazr, and then I'm gonna just give you a little bit of a live demo while I'm talking about the week ahead, okay? All right, so here is the TimeBlazr, but truthfully, what I want to do first is I'm going to go into this very top row of the navigation bar under that little gray line where it says strategic dates, full access, my business astrology training in my account. We're going to click on that business astrology because this is really where it all starts. And it starts with your understanding what's in your chart. So what we have is your year, month, day, and hour of birth. This is what your TimeBlazr is going to be calculated on. And there's a link below if you want to go ahead and get that link while we're talking. This is going to be up on YouTube, but if you want to just watch this live and then go back, whatever, but do it today. What we're going to want you to understand is that the TimeBlazr has several different formulas that are embedded into the base of every piece that we're looking at. But we have to have a starting point to personalize it to you. So that comes from your business astrology chart. So your year of birth is going to be about your branding. It's going to be about your social media, if you will. How are you advertising and getting out into the marketplace? Is it through YouTube or Facebook? Are you doing print advertising? Facebook ads, things like that. When you start a campaign of some sort, you always want to start it on a good day and time. That's what your year of birth is about. It's also about your networking efforts. And truthfully, in today's climate, you can network around the world. Your website is a marketing tool, by the way. So does your website need to be upgraded to reflect what's happening in the world today? This is what your year of birth is about. Your month of birth is about your career. It's about what you're best suited at in doing in your career. You could be choosing any type of career, but then what is it you're best suited to serve your clientele with? Now that may come in with a personal astrology reading, but what we're trying to do here is let you know that the piece that we need to select days and times for you, so it's automated, and I'll show you this amazing automation in just a second, that basically you have me as your date selection specialist in your pocket, because really if you're online and you can access the software, then you're ready to go. Now your day of birth is a very important pillar because it's about you. It's about your self-reflection. It is about your personal development, if you will, which we should always be doing. No matter where you're at in life, you should always try to strive to be a better person. And that way you can serve your clients on a much higher level if you yourself are in a balanced way. Now, I'm not saying that I am perfect, because by no means have I gotten through any of this that's happening in the world by just being jaded to the information. No, I take it very, very seriously. And so there have been times, if you saw me like in May when we were doing our 30-day experience with the TimeBlazr, you saw how much I was moved by it. COVID has certainly hit my family personally, where we have lost a member of our family. And so we really have to start taking these things very seriously. So the TimeBlazr can really help with that. Now, your day of birth is also about your mindset. The mindset is so important for you to understand that if you are asking for things to come from the universe, because it's a universal system of person, space, time, and universe. We're manifesting, we're taking action at a certain day and time to trigger this energy. We have to be willing to accept what we've called in. Because I'm even going to say even former clients, because I don't really work with people, I don't work with the I can'ts of the world, or you don't understand of the world. Believe me, everybody's got a bunch of stuff going on. So what I want you to start thinking about, I can. What can I do? Even if it's a baby step, do it. Don't think about it anymore or push it away. Yes, I can do it, and then take action to it, because this is an action-based system. It's not pennies from heaven, and we're just gonna okay, I'm just gonna move a few objects in my space, and boom, the Feng Shui is gonna work. No, it's a little bit more formulaic than that, and I'll talk about that in another series that I'm doing for you concurrently with this one. It's also about your partnerships, by the way, is in your day of birth. Now, your hour of birth is very, very important because it's about your goals. What are you trying to do in this world? What is your legacy? This is your legacy pillar as well. And it's also about your research and development, your R&D. What are you going to be developing that's innovative, that can be pushed out into the market to serve the people you want to serve? All right, I realize that some of you may not have your hour of birth. Please don't let that stop you. That's really taking a cop out here. Oh, I can't do it because I don't have my, that's your mindset. That's your mindset telling you that you can't. Yes, you can. I just gave you 75% of what's possible for you. Wouldn't you want to know about your marketing? Wouldn't you want to know about your character and what's happening in your business? And wouldn't you want to know about how to be a better person overall in the world? Okay, that's better than maybe what you came into this series about, right? So, all right, let's keep moving on what we can do here. Now, let's go over to the TimeBlazr. And you're going to see the month view right now. So the month view, what we're going to be doing here is, let me see if I can make that a little bit bigger. Will that help if I make it a little bit bigger? And I'm not, let's see. Yeah. Okay, so then we can move it around a little bit easier for you to see on the screen. So what we're going to be doing first is just kind of looking at the dates that we're going to be talking about. And we're going to be looking at Wednesday the 7th all the way to the 13th. But the first thing that I'm going to do is come back up towards the top, and where it says none, that top, there's 2 rows of gray. Unfortunately, on OBS, they don't allow me to use my mouse unless there's a setting I'm not understanding. But let's go to that middle button that says none, and let's just take away those icons just for a moment. And what I want you to look at now is, as you can see, the TimeBlazr is color coded. That's the first piece that I want you to understand about the TimeBlazr, that when we have the TimeBlazr foundational piece that's for everyone, there's going to be white days and then there's going to be green days. The white days fall below a certain benchmark and they are not vibrant enough to use for important activities. Remember, we're talking about launches. We're talking about signing important contracts. You don't want to launch it on a day that doesn't have vibrancy. If you're going this far to use favorable timing, use it to your advantage, not disadvantage. And don't try to do the go-arounds. It's like, yeah, but I've already got, some things happening, so why can't I use that day? Well, you can use it, but don't expect the results that I can promise you if you use a better day. All right, so then what we're looking at is the green days. The green days are going to have a higher vibrancy. And in the month of October, it's a beautiful month because we have quite a few different green days here that you can capitalize on. Now, the next piece that is going to be the same for everyone is the type of day. So if you can see, on the 7th, we have an open day, and then on the 8th, we have another open day, and then we have a close, establish, remove, full. So you're going to see 12 different types of days show up within any given month. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to be explaining those 7 of those days today, actually a little bit less because we have 2 open days this week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be talking about those 12 days, but you can go into the TimeBlazr. There's a training area that you would have access to, even as a person that's just trying the TimeBlazr out. You still have access to like guidebooks and training videos and things like that you can get full, you don't have full access. That's for the paid memberships, but for people that are coming through just to look at the trainings, yes, you can certainly have those. But I'm going to talk about those types of days when I'm talking about the day details. So just hang tight for that. And then, over the course of the month, you are certainly going to hear me talk about all 12 different types. All right, now the other thing that's going to be standard to everyone is the date that the TimeBlazr is going to say a new month has begun. So take note of October the 8th. This is when the dog month officially begins. So in the Chinese calendar, it doesn't start by the 1st of the month. It starts anywhere from the 3rd all the way to about the 8th of the month. This is one where we start at the 8th. And so it's going to go into the next month. The dog month energy is going to go into the month of November. To the 7th of November is where it's officially going to stop this year. So that's where you're going to look at, what we have to be, what we have to look with from a general foundational piece for everyone. Now, from there, we start looking at the personalization. So we have a star system, and the star system is going to be anywhere from 0 stars. On this particular month, we have starting with 1, and then they're going to go all the way up to 5 stars. And on the 23rd, this person certainly has 23rd and the 11th, both removed days. They're going to have the 5 stars. Yours is going to be different because why? It's personalized to you. So once you fill out that form, we're going to generate that calendar personalized for you right away, and you can get going right away. And that link is below, like I said. All right, now let's look at some of these icons, like if we wanted to start a campaign. All right, so, and that's really one of the main reasons that people use this calendar. There's so many applications, but that's what we would be using it for. So let's say that we are going to be launching a campaign yet this month. We want to make sure we make some money. We're going to be using affiliates, JVs, so that means we're going to be signing a contract, and obviously we're going to be doing some marketing. So then we're going to hit the select button, and then those icons are going to start showing up on the calendar. So you can pre-select any of these top 10 activities that every business owner is going to come across in any given year, a quarter, a month, and a week. So at the top of the month, and we're kind of at the top of the month because the month of October, dog month, starts on the 8th. What I tell all of my clients to do, and I'm telling you to do this as well, is I want you to figure out once a month, what can you do to get cash flow into your business if you are struggling to get into getting cash flow? What is one thing that you can do and launch each and every month for you to go ahead and get some cash flow? Then if you're somebody who is flush with cash, let's plan out your next campaign, right? So this is the time to do it at the beginning of the month. What's available? So this particular person, wow, on the 8th already, this is, something that is, certainly pretty potent for this person is on the 8th. And then on the 17th, the 14th is very good. The 27th, the 29th. Those are all really good days for this particular person. And again, yours could be different depending on your date and time of birth, right? And again, if you don't have your time of birth, don't let that stop you. So then this is where we start our planning and action. So, imagine having the entire year to be able to map out your entire year for you to get this information so you can now have your deadlines, know when to act, when to start your campaigns, but obviously you have to have a good product or service that you're going to be launching. But, this could help you too as far as, looking for a new job and things like that. All right, let's go back to the TimeBlazr. Now, what we're going to start doing is we're going to start hopping into the day details so you can see what we've got here. And we're going to start looking at the 7th. And all you do is just click on any date that you want to look at, and there you go. So the first day, I'm going to go over a little bit more extensively just to understand for those of you who are new, so I can tell you a little bit more about how you use the system. But then after that, we're going to speed it up, just talking about things that might be unique to, any particular day that I might be talking about. All right, so let's talk again. Let's keep the same format here of what is general to everybody, and then I'll talk about the personalization. So for everybody, Wednesday, October the 7th. Then we're going to drop down 2 boxes, and then you're going to see that this is one of those green days. It's a favorable open day, and it's a yin, water, goat day. So this is telling you, one, it's a green day because the green comes over to the day view. And it's starting to tell me that we are at a certain vibrancy. So it's a nice, usable day. Good. Then it's an open day. An open day is really good for opportunities. So if you're looking, this could be a great day to launch a campaign. It could be a great time to send out your proposal. So this is what you're going to want to use it for. The next two columns, the positive and the negative influences, and then we're going to talk about the daily goals and intentions. Excuse me. You have to understand that the positive and negative influences, those two boxes, are going to overlay over the entire day. It's the prevailing energy of the day. So there you go. To find out like what type of day, what can I expect, even if you don't know the day details, there you're going to find how you can use the day. All right. So in this particular day, a couple things I want to let you know is when we talked about these particular, when we translated from, some of the very esoteric terms or some Chinese terminology and Chinese symbols, and we turned it into standard business English, and we're very, very proud of that. But I understand some of you may not have English as your first language. So just go into these guidebooks, just click on the glossary of terms, and there's great detail of how you can understand these terms. Here's some of those details that I was telling you about, excuse me, the training videos that I have told you about as well. All right, let's go back to the strategic dates here. And then what we have is these particular terms that are going to go over the entire day. Now, let's go to the box that's, or in the daily intention, what I'd like you to do each and every day. And what I like to do, I'll tell you about my planning system when we get to Friday, but really every single day, what I like to do either at the start of the morning or the night before, which is a great time for me to just kind of figure out, it's like kind of an artist. An artist sometimes, or writers sometimes say that, oh, I've got writer's block. I don't really know what to write or what to paint, because you're just staring at that blank screen or that blank canvas or that lump of clay if you're a sculptor or whatever it is that you're trying to create, because you haven't initiated that idea. So, some of the tips that writers have is write that first sentence or write what you're going to write about. Like get that keyword that's going to trigger what you're going to do tomorrow. Well, the same is with the time. What is your intention for the day? If you accomplish nothing else in the day, for you to feel accomplished, feel like you were productive, feel that you have done something good for the world or good for your clients, write that down. And it could be an affirmation. Whatever it is, how do you want to show up each and every day? That's what I want you to put in the this bottom where it says daily goal or intention. Okay, now let's look at the hours. The hours are from the rat hour, the early rat hour starting at midnight to 12:59, all the way down to the late rat hour of 11 to 11:59 p.m. But as you can notice that they are the 12 animals of the zodiac. So besides the early and rat hour, all the rest are going to be joined for a 2-hour time slot, making up a 24-hour clock. And each and every day, these show up sequentially. And that's what's so great about Chinese metaphysics and the system is it's a repeatable pattern. There are going to be things that change, but on a repeatable pattern sequence. So that's why we can plan out strategically how to operate your business. Okay, so then the next piece is the type of energy that's in each one of those time slots. So you need to look at what is kind of showing up here. So the hours are going to show the ingredients or the contents, the energy of those hours are going to show up in 3 ways. One, let's look at the rooster hour between 5 and 6:59. That's towards the bottom of the screen here. Between 5 and 6:59 p.m. There is counterproductive and entanglement. So there are red with a minus sign. First indication to tell you that stop, take a pause. Am I going to do something very important, even if it's a positive day, but during a time when the energy is unstable and quite frankly negative? Why would I want to do something important during that time? You're going to want to wait for a better time to do your important activities and launches, okay? All right. The second way it can show up is just go right above to the monkey hour and even the goat hour, starting at, or even the horse hour at 11 a.m. all the way down to 4:59 p.m. We have mixed energy. As you can see, it's got plus blue and the minus red. So this is saying that the energy is somewhat unstable. We've got a mixed bag here. We've got some positive and we've got some negative. So we have to, again, take a little bit of caution. Can you use it? Certainly you can use it. Would I advise you to use it for an important launch? Like I've just spent a year of my life writing a book. Would I advise you to launch on an unstable time? No, I would not. If you hired me, I would not give you that date and time. I would give you only the most positive energy that you could do to be successful. So what I would do though is I would look at where we've got some positive energy, anywhere from 3 to 6:59 a.m. or the 9 to 10:59 a.m. So again, this is still general. We haven't personalized it yet, but I do want you to take note of the snake hour between 9 and 10:59. You can see there's a different color box here. That's my indication to you that when you see teal, something's going to happen very, very, very quickly, and you're going to get a quick response back, yes or no. So and that's actually a good thing, right? If you need to adjust something in your campaign, like you're not getting the responses that you want, what might be something that you need to beef up in your campaign? Do you need a better subject line? Do you need better copy? Do you need a better call to action? Are your links working? All of that kind of stuff. I am not in control of that. You are in control of that. You're going to put your expertise. What I'm going to help you with is getting those good days and times for you to have a better outcome. Okay? All right, let's talk about the personalization now. All right, now when we go back over to the calendar, let's look right under the October the 7th. You see for this person, remember it's personalized to you. You may have 0 stars, you may have 2 stars. It's going to be different for each individual. Or you may have 4 like this, but it's going to depend on how you connect with the day. So first of all, we see it's a 4-star day. Already we know we love it for this person. Next we see, Moneybags is coming over. And so we know that at least for some money for this person, this is a good wealth day for this person probably. All right, great. And then we start looking at, we know that this is a good day to do something. But for this particular person, what I would advise is between 9 and 10:59, not only do we have quick action, we also have a star there. So this piece of the personalization is going to show up in 4 different ways. Take a look at 7 to 8:59. There's no stars there. No stars means it's neutral to you. You can use a neutral time, if you will. Just know it doesn't connect up with you as much as if there's a star system there. All right, so then next we're going to look at, let's look at the 9 to 10:59 a.m., but also let's look at 5 all the way to 8:59. There's another time slot as well, but let's look at those. As you can see, we've got one time slot that has pure positive energy, and then a couple of time slots that have the mixed energy. So what would you do? Don't use the mixed energy, use the positive energy because we want a positive outcome. That's how you're going to be using this system. Okay, then what we have is, so on this particular day, we also have 2 and 3 stars. That is going to be that mixed energy. So we don't really want to use that. And I do need you to take note or understand that the stars are connected with the animal hour. So again, 9 to 10:59, that one star is connecting on one level, like a level 1 to the snake. And then let's look at 3 to 4:59. We see 3 stars. It's connecting with the monkey, or the 3 to 4:59 time slot. It is not connecting with all of the energy of it. It's connecting with the animal. The same goes for the day. The 0 to 5 stars is connecting with whatever animal is of that day. Okay? All right. That is a pretty extensive view of what the day view can bring. So let's now go on to, and I'll show you some other features when we're going through, but for right now, let's just move forward. So you can just hit right up at the top where you see October the 7th is sort of blank, and you can either move forward or back in the day. You can kind of see me highlighting it as I go back and forth, but let's just click on the 8th. All right, so the 8th is the beginning of the dog month. And I want you to know that even though you may have pre-selected the icons, these are going to start showing up as all of the icons that are going to come through in the day view, just for your convenience. Okay, and then we're going to see it's another excellent day. So the difference, I just want you to see the difference between, we've got a favorable day, but this is still in the month of the rooster. That was the series that I did, last week and last month. But now we're switching into a whole different new energetic field of the dog. So we are now looking at a four-star day for this person and some other things, but it's an excellent day over a favorable day. So as you can see, also we changed the certain pieces. For example, we changed the positive and negative influences, and we changed the ingredients of the hours of what it's going to be. So as you can see, that teal box is coming through in the positive influence. So what I want you to understand about that, when it's in the positive influence section or the negative influence section, all of that needs to go over the because it's the prevailing energy. So just know we have to be very careful when the quick action shows up in the positive. When it goes over to the hours, it can go positive or negative in the very quickly within those hours that have the negative. So we want to make absolutely sure we're using the timing properly there. So on this particular day, what we have is the 9 to 10:59 and 7 to 8:59 for this person. The 1 and 2 stars, those are the best times. So you might even say to me, my gosh, I've already got my calendar planned out. Well, yes, you do, probably, hopefully you do, for, a very long foreseeable future. If you can change some things, go ahead and change them. If you can't, at least understand what the energy is so that you can modify your behavior. Like if you know that there's going to be disruptions and the disruption happens, don't react. Go, okay, Kathleen said that was going to happen. So then you can go, all right, you know what, maybe let's just take a step back, or should we reschedule the meeting? Whatever you need to do so that you stay on top and you look like the pro, right? Okay, now the other thing that people have commented to me about is, well, all of the negative energy happens to be during the working hours. That's not true. On the days that you might be seeing, it might be that way, and then only the positive energies is real early in the morning. Well, just know, again, if you have a website, you have an international business, how well you're seen, that's up to your own marketing when it comes to that. But what I want to emphasize is this is a time where you can do autoresponders. This is a time where you can do, automated email, that kind of thing, where you're really reaching out to the clients in their time zones, but it's triggered from your time zone. So if you've got a good hour at 3 o'clock in the morning, go ahead and send something out at 3 a.m. via your autoresponder that you're using, and then you don't have to be up at that time, but this is how you can get work done while you sleep and make sales while you sleep. Okay, now let's go on to the next day, and this is a close day. All right, this day is really good for closing up things. It's not good to start things because it's always going to want to stay closed, right? So finishing up a project, finishing up with a client, finishing up, tying that bow on and say, yep, it's complete. The manuscript is complete. Let's get it done and off of my plate and into the next, sequence. So this could be like a deadline thing for you of, yep, I'm going to get something complete during this particular time. So that's how you use this. And on this one, I want you to take note of gifted physician. Gifted physician is, now this is in the positive and negative influences. So I want you to understand that this is general for everyone, but it is a good day because of the energy that is happening. We know that this is a good day to seek any type of medical or alternative medicine type of treatment. So if you're going to the chiropractor, you're gonna go get your vaccination when those are available, those kinds of, or get tested. If you are critically ill, if this is a 911 situation, do not wait for a good day or time. That's being ridiculous, and that's not being fair to what the system can provide for you. This is if you are relatively healthy and you have options to seek out medical attention. Emergencies, go seek medical help now. Don't even listen to the rest of this, this recording. But what I want to tell you is that we can also personalize this. So I want to show you that, and where you need to go on that is go into training, click on that button. Oops, excuse me, I'm going to the wrong place. What I want you to do is go to month, and then go to this middle button here that says search. It's the bottom gray where it says selected, search, ICS. This is towards the top over the blue banner, October Dog Month. In the sort of middle lower right of that bar, it says search. Hit search, and this is going to take us to where we have what's called activators. And this you can actually see on your astrology chart. And this is down here. It's wellness. So what we're doing is we're trying to find our wellness days. So go over here, hit search, and then it's going to pull up all, as long as you have your subscription for, then what you can do is click on those days and go, oh, you know what? I'm going to make an appointment between 11 and 12:59. Boom. And there you go. So that's where it can start helping you get into, the right date and time. Now, I told you that this is a day that we're on the October 9th. This is a day where I do my weekly planning, and I really want to get you into the habit of doing planning. A person who plans is prepared. A person who plans succeeds. So, and it needs to be out of your head, off of Post-it notes, and into a system. So this system can help you systematize the things that you need to do. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want you to start thinking about the week that has just passed. And if you do this consistently, you're going to finally get caught up on your to-do list. So what I want you to do is I want you to look back at your calendar from last week, and you can do it from Tuesday to Tuesday, Monday, whatever your time frame is, but I want it to be a week's worth of time. Then I want you to look at, did I complete everything to my satisfaction and success? Boom, you check that off. If you want to continue to do an activity because it's like, oh, I really need to get this out, then you're going to have to take it, assess it, and move it to another time slot. But why I want you to do it in the morning, Friday morning, is, and this is usually a day that I do a lot of admin stuff where I'm just kind of like getting my to-do list checked off, right, before I move into the next week. So that's why I do it in the morning. So in the morning, I can go, oh, you know what? I got that 2-hour time slot that I blocked out already in my calendar that I can complete this one task that might take 20 minutes, might take an hour, but at least it's done. Boy, is that success to me when I get that done. Okay, so then there's going to be items where I put on my calendar, and it's like, you know what? It wasn't as important as I needed. Not right. It's really not the right time. I'm going to scratch it off, maybe put it in a future time slot, and or, you know what? It really doesn't need to be done. Now that I've done this piece, maybe I don't need to do this other piece here because it's now redundant, right? Cross that off. Those are the easy ones. Start easy with the low hanging fruit. What you don't have to do, get rid of it. What you need to put in the way future, put it in, a task note, a reminder of some sort that you can be reminded that this is still important. But those tasks that are just kind of dangling, that's what disempowers people. That's the procrastination that gets people in trouble. We want to get you going in that right direction, okay? All right, good. All right, now we've taken care of October the 9th, and let's go to Saturday the 10th. Saturday the 10th is it's an excellent established day, and we've got a new piece of information here as well. But let's talk about establish first. Establish is about starting something on a good foundation that it can't get knocked over too easily. So it would take a lot of effort to get it knocked over. So this is like, I don't know, you're starting a new book, and it's like, why are you writing a book? And it's your own, people either telling you, oh, it's not the time, you should be doing something else, or whatever the case may be. Don't let other people disempower you or change the dreams that you have. This is a good day to put the stake in the ground and say, yes, I am going to do it. This can help you do that, and this is an exceptional day to do that, and I'll show you why. One, for everyone, we have this positive influence. We know it's quick action. We've got wealth in this day. This is great. This is great. But we do look at the negative as well, but this is a really great day. Look at the 3 to 4:59. We have not only great energy happen very quickly on the 10th overall, but during this one time slot, the 3 to 4:59, put on your seatbelts if you're going to be doing a launch or doing something important during that day and time. It is a fabulous energy. So hope it works out for you. You may not have any stars on that day or that hour, but your time will come. Believe me, I promise you. You just have to be patient. There is something to be said about waiting for the right time. Time and time again, I've heard people say, oh my gosh, I saw this day and I really wanted to use it, but I followed your advice and listened, and then we had exponential results because of it. That's what you need to do. You just need to slow it down a little bit and see when is the right time to do your launches. Okay, so the rest is pretty self-explanatory. Let's go to the 11th. This is a remove day. Love remove days. What I use remove days for is to clear up emails, clear up digital color, physical, I've got like, a stack of papers that need to be gone through, or archive files. This is really super great to put things in order. When you get rid of things and put things in order, you are making a huge, let me get the camera right, a huge container of space to receive things that you want. But first you have to get rid of it to make more space. Because if you have a constant clutter and you don't even have the time or the bandwidth to do that, then you're going to want to, dial it back and get rid of some stuff and put things in order so you can make space for that new big contract to come in. And while I'm talking about this, just so it's on top of mind right now, on the 23rd, I am doing a virtual remove day retreat. You'll be hearing about that, but I want you to block out your calendar right now. You may be in a different time zone, but play along with us. We're going to take these 4 hours and we are going to massively make some space. it's a free program I'm going to be doing for you, and we're going to be doing it together. So when you see that link, you want to go ahead and sign up for it, because we are going to help people get some opportunities right from the get-go. Okay. Let's go back to the month, because I got off a track here, and I think we are on the 12th. So here we have a dip in the energy, and we do need to watch about this. This is our first challenging day of the week, so I need to talk to you a little bit further about it. Okay, now the positive and negative influences, we really need to watch these, because those negatives are going to really pop up on a day like today. So again, you need to understand the terms. Just go over to that training tab and get that guidebook to see what they are. But a full day basically means your cup is full. No matter how much you drink down from the cup is just being put back in. Now, you would never, ever, ever launch something important on an unfavorable day. But if this was a positive, favorable day, I would even caution you about what you are promising to people, because a full day is, I've said, these are the terms of agreement to a client, and they're saying, yeah, great, I want this much more, and I don't want to pay anymore. So just make sure that what you're doing is maybe under promise and over deliver. Then your clients are absolutely happy, right? So that should be what we do anyway, is always exceed our clients' expectations. But what I want you to understand is this is a great way for you to do that. Okay. Now, let's see. This is a day where, we do just really need to watch out, but on a day like today, an unfavorable day or a white day, what we are going to start seeing here is that we still have some positive times here, though. Look at the 3 to 6:59. Again, your star system may be different than what you are seeing on the screen, because this is personalized to another person. So what we've got is all positive energy between 3 and 6:59. So use that time. If you still have to do, some things that you need to like push out of your office, go ahead and do it at that time. Otherwise, what I would say is on a day like today, it might be more of, I need to take care of a couple of things as far as admin stuff or things like that. That's when you do that kind of thing, content creation and things like that. No one is launching every single day of their life. You may be making sales every day of your life, but important campaigns, people would stop following you. Come on. There isn't a business out there that is launching a brand new campaign every single day of the month. Or the year. So what you want to do is, let's just, level up whatever that you are launching, and you do it on days like this, the ones that are the white days. This is your content creation. These are your admin days. These are the days that you do more of your mundane tasks. If you've already got something scheduled, obviously what you need to do is figure out what the energy is and modify your behavior. All right, now we are to Tuesday. Unfortunately, it finishes out with a unfavorable day on Tuesday as well, but 9 to 10:59 looks like your best bet on this particular day. So you do have to understand that we all have, some times that are going to be, not exactly how we want them to be, but that's what the system is about. We can already see what it's going to be like, and then, but if you're new, I'm understanding that, oh my gosh, this, I've already got, stuff in my calendar. Like I said before, if you keep following me over time, you're going to start seeing that there are plenty of days for you to do things that you need to do. But for a balanced day, this is basically saying that the scales of justice, if you will, are balanced. It's not benefiting one or the other. So this is really good for team efforts. This is good for if you want to have equal participation in something, equal recognition in something, equal authority in something, use a balanced day. If you want more power, do not use a balanced day. Use something like a success day or a stable day, because if you use a balanced day, we are going to balance. The universe is going to balance that activity or that thing that you're going to be doing. It's going to be a more even playing field. So keep that in mind. All right. So as I finish up here on the demonstration, I just wanted to show you a couple of other things that you can do. I did show you already some of the searches. You can be putting this into your iCal or Google Calendar. Now, do know when it goes over to the Google Calendar, what's coming over is going to be still the personalization. It's going to be, how many stars and the icons. It's going to be telling you what they are, because my system doesn't look obviously like your current calendar, and they haven't exactly said we're going to change how people view calendars because of your system yet. But right now, this is where it stands. So you'll see what type of day it is, and then the positive and negative influences. So that's where we're at right now, and we hope to get some other features coming up to you very soon. So, all right, let's see if I have yes, there are a couple of other things that I did want to tell you about. And one was, I did promise you, if you are interested in getting a 30-day free trial, go to free30timetrial.com. And as I said, no credit card required at the right time. So it is about taking the right action at the right time every single time, so we can energize your calendar. Now, the other thing I want to let you know about is that I am doing a series that is called it's the Feng Shui and Flying Star of the month. So I started doing this. This is the third month that I've done this, and basically what I'm doing on this series, and I'll be on YouTube just a little bit from now. I've got another couple of appointments, and then I'll be back on to do the southeast sector. So what I'm doing is I'm going through all of the 9 sectors of a floor plan, and what I'm talking about is the annual and the monthly flying star and feng shui of the space. So this is the energy of the space and how I'm advising you to give you the best spatial energetics for the month. And remember, I talked about person, space, and time, that 33% was your feng shui. So this is another opportunity for free for you to be able to understand the energetics of your space. So you don't want to miss that. That's something that you can, again, you need to do it now. Don't wait, because we need to get you started using all of this, your astrology, your feng shui, and your timing. Then there's another piece that's called the Universal Gateway, and that's outside of what we're doing here. But we are talking about that when we are looking at the, wrong one. We're at the annual event. So my annual event this year is in January. We'll be talking about the metal ox that's coming up in the next year. It's January 16th through the 17th, 2021, live stream, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific time. And it's bit.ly/metal ox. And it's all lowercase. Again, that link is below. I believe truly when you start understanding and following and implementing these annual strategies, you will be so amazed how quickly your life will start turning around. When I first got involved with Feng Shui 20 plus years ago, my business has been going for 20 plus years, but before I was using Feng Shui to improve my own life within weeks. That's how quickly my life did not just a little shift, a 180. So this can happen very quickly, but you have to do the work. So I can give you the information. It's not for listening only. It's for listening and implementation. So when you do that, you're going to start seeing different results in your life. You're going to start seeing more clients come in. You're going to see, higher paying clients that will propel your business in that right direction. But it is for you to take action right now. So I'll see you next week for TimeBlazr Tuesday, and I'll see you a little bit later for the Feng Shui, and we're talking about the Southeast sector today. So we'll see you very soon. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate your following, and remember, if you are new to me, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like, comment, and share as well. Appreciate the good karma that's going to follow. Bye-bye. Take care.